Taking my first steps inside this mansion was similar to walking into a museum, filled with priceless belongings and artifacts, left just like the day the doors were locked for the last time. This property, situated up a long driveway, deep in the countryside, belonged to the Woomacker family for various generations. Arthur, who inherited the home from his father when he passed, was a doctor, mimicking his time as a medic in the United States Army. As years progressed, he eventually situated himself with his wife Elaine and had 3 children together. However, time progressed, and shortly after the kids moved along with their lives, Elaine fell into illness and died, leaving Arthur alone in the home he had grown up and raised his children in. Not being able to wake up alongside his wife and continue making memories with her turned out to be feelings he could not overcome. And after being decimated by heartbreak for 2 short years, Arthur passed away, leaving his family's estate forgotten forever. Now, come along as we venture inside and see everything that's left. So as we first start this video off, I do want to show you guys the cars. I'm not going to show the outside of the house just for safety purposes, but this is the first car. And then right here in the garage, this is the second one right here. It's old Buick. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm sure this place is going to be beautiful on the inside, just based on everything that's still left. But nonetheless, let's go inside and see what's up. Alright guys, but as we first walk into this house, we can already tell it's going to be really good. As we first walk in, giant master staircase going up, and we can see that everything is still left behind. All these antiques and that old grandfather clock up there as well. And it definitely does seem like the people that lived here was very old, because they used these to get up and down the stairs because they couldn't walk up anymore. But this is the first room we see when we walk in, and this is absolutely beautiful as well. This seems to be some sort of lounge or living room, but it's completely frozen in time. This is absolutely gorgeous, and this place does have power. Let me find the light switch. Let me show you guys. That's absolutely beautiful. This place is amazing. Definitely one of the best mansions I've been to. And just all the antiques around and the various paintings, it kind of looks like this place is in Europe or something like that. And of course, this grand piano. And more paintings and more pictures. These are probably the people that lived here. Definitely is. This is gorgeous though. Take a look at this clock. But of course another painting right there. And then a painting, this is probably the family that used to live here. Those are probably the 4 daughters that they had, if they had any. Or granddaughters, or any sort of family. And this right here might have been the man of the house, the owner, or just some family back in the day. And take a look at all these cigar boxes too. This one's 50, that one's 52. So this is like 300 cigars right here. That's insane. And that these beautiful cups. It's gorgeous. I cannot wait to see the rest of this house. If this is what the first room looks like, I'm really excited to see what everything else does. As we cross the hallway, of course we can see it from a different angle, and we can see everything that's still here. Take a look at those double doors that are there. Wow. And this is the first, I think this is the main living room where they get entertain their guests. But just take a look at all the stuff left behind. And this beautiful couch right here in this corner. That's gorgeous. All the paintings though are magnificent. It's crazy that they left all of this behind. There's another one right here too. Wow. The fireplace still has wood in it. And I like those gold covers as well, surrounding it. It's beautiful. They were definitely religious too. There's a lot of religious stuff here as well. And these plants that have died definitely look dead. No one's watered them in years. It's definitely sad to see. But on the other side of the table is this beautiful chair right there as well. It looks comfortable, beautiful for sure. But here as we walk into the dining room for the first time, we just turned the light in here because obviously the power works, which makes this place so much better. But we can see this place is so grand, it's so beautiful. And you could tell the people that live here really had the old money and loved their antiques, of course. And of course the table is still set up just like they left it. And this beautiful display for the salt and pepper shakers too. This is beautiful. And if we go in this corner over here, we can see that the heads are still here. These might have been custom made of the owners that lived here. That might have been the wife. And then this right here was the husband. This is so beautiful though. And of course the fireplace. Beautiful too. And these so you could stoke the fire. They really did not hold back at this house and making it as beautiful as they could. I really love this painting though. This is for sure the best thing in this room in my opinion. It's beautiful. This might definitely be the wife and then their 2 kids that they had. Let's see if this light switch does work though. I am curious. It does. The light switch works. So now we have another light on. That's crazy to see. Here's of course another view at the room. Beautiful. Really is crazy. And of course the architecture and the design up there on the ceiling is really cool too. But here as we go on and move to the kitchen, I could hear already the buzz of the refrigerator. And I can already smell the really bad smell and the stench of food rotting. It's not a good smell, guys, not at all. But we can already see all the food is still left on this table. I think we're gonna open the fridge though and see what's inside. I'm curious. Not much stuff is actually in there, but of course the light's still on. I think what smells is all this stuff outside of the fridge. It's really made me question if this place is actually abandoned. This is wild. And of course the stove still works too. We see the time, 1:21. And in the little room next to the kitchen, kind of dividing the dining room and the kitchen, is where all the plates and all the fancy silverware is stored. And right by the window, take a look at these old antiques and collectibles. These might have been from some trips they took. That one maybe to like Maine, and this to some battle site, maybe from the Civil War. And they definitely did have pets too, as there were a few dog bowls in the kitchen. And of course, dog food right here. But it's just a long corridor, just filled with plates and other fancy things. There's even more, it's stacked. They really took nothing out of this place when it was abandoned. It's really sad, definitely is. So right here at the end of that hallway, it seems to be, that right there is the back door. And so that is the stairs, that's a side staircase to the second floor. And of course the main one is right there. And that's the main hallway that you go through as soon as you enter this home. And we could see that a lot of his clothes are still left behind. And take a look at these hats as well. That's a cool one too. Thompson Tusker imported cigars. That's a really cool hat. I do definitely like that. But just seeing all this stuff left behind is just crazy to me. All this stuff they just don't care for anymore. I don't know if the man had no family or if the family just didn't want to take care of the stuff. And as we continue on, this room is definitely sad because right there is the bed that he definitely died on. And it's really sad because when someone gets old, they can't walk up and down the stairs too much. So they just like take refuge in either the first or the second floor. And that's what this guy did, but in the first. So it's kind of like an eerie feeling that he probably did die here in this very room we're in. That's probably a picture of him before he became a doctor and back when he was in the army. But he does have a cool setup though. It's a cool TV. You can of course watch that from his bed. This bathroom though is insanely decayed. I don't know what happened here, but water damage is definitely starting to ruin this. Yeah, look at all that. This is the only really bad room in this house, but the decay does look really cool though. I'm not even gonna lie. It's sad though, because this room and the mold is just gonna spread around. And then soon this house is just gonna be, you know, probably for demolition. And all this stuff and all these antiques are just gonna like rot forever or be demolished or destroyed. Alright guys, but we're back by the main staircase. And I think it definitely is time to go up to the second floor. I'm really excited to see it. Because if the first floor was this nice, I can't wait to see what the second looks like. It's very grand too. I like that dividing too. I like that divider wall with all the holes in it. And of course another indicator that power works. That's the time right there. That's the wrong time actually, but it's all good. Okay, let's go through this back wing right here. And this is the first bedroom we're seeing. Of course, very beautiful. Double bed. Wow, this is gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. All these toy guns, they definitely did have kids, 100%. Or maybe grandkids that would visit here and there. Very gorgeous room though. Let's move on to the bathroom right here. Very cool bathroom for sure. We have to check if the water works. We see it's kind of dripping, but let's see for ourselves. Wow. The water does in fact work. That's really insane. And of course deodorant stuff. If we really wanted to, we could turn on the shower and really take a shower, get cleaned up. That's crazy. Wow. Of course, great natural lighting coming in. I definitely do like that a lot. But let's move on to see some of the other rooms in the second floor. And of course, passing by this beautiful divider and the second floor staircase, the second staircase. But let's go this other wing of the second floor and see the other bedrooms that this place has to offer. This is the third bedroom we're seeing. Another double bed. So they definitely did have a lot of people coming over, I'm sure. I'm sure they would host parties. Very nice bedroom though. I do like this too. And the design on the wood is beautiful as well. This right here, another family photo. Very beautiful. And you know, the general setup. The setup of all these cabinets are always different. And you could tell who lived in the room just based on it. You know, if there's perfume and that type of stuff, it's probably a girl, right? But if there's toys, it's probably a guy. And they definitely did share a bathroom with that bedroom right there. Let's take a little peek of this bathroom. Let's see what's up with it. Of course, everything is still left. That shaving cream. I think my dad uses that. So shout out to him. Again, we could definitely like make a bath if we wanted to. Could really relax. This right here, I think this is the fourth bedroom we've seen so far. I think so, the fourth one. Not including the one downstairs. Of course, very beautiful. I do prefer the downstairs a bit more than the upstairs. But, of course, it's still beautiful too. They definitely collected a lot of this type of stuff. A lot of antiques and a lot of collectibles for sure. And I'm sure they took a lot of pride into it as well. And of course, coming out of this room, it looks like we only have one more room to see. And that's the last and final bedroom of this house. This is a cool room though, maybe like a nice sunroom. Great natural lighting coming in. And you could warm up on a nice day and watch TV or eat something or, you know, play a game of cards. This bedroom though is definitely the biggest one. Probably the master bedroom. Yeah. This one has the most stuff left behind as well. Probably a woman lived here. Of course, you can see by all the makeup and stuff. And all the clothes are still in the closet. It's really crazy to see. As of now, the estate has been abandoned for 5 years, and with no future in sight, it will remain rotting away, losing all the memories it once had.